So he conceived of the idea of putting the organisms into an oscillating electromagnetic field and causing them to oscillate, similar to the way a glass oscillates when it's hit with an appropriate audio tone. So he was looking for an electrical frequency that would cause the microorganism to shatter or to be devitalized in some sense. So what he first did was he tried the various wavelengths, such as light, ultraviolet, infrared. He tried them all, and finally he came upon a range of frequencies, which is in the radio range, that cause the destruction of these microorganisms, and the frequencies are specific to each species.
We simply hunt and try. That was all we could do. We put a pure culture of the organism under the microscope, and I started and I tune this thing till I find a frequency that will destroy it.
By the end of 1932, Rife had isolated a virus from cancer. He had developed a unique culturing technique to sustain it and to make it visible. He had fully explored its various physical properties and had discovered additional transitional forms of the microbe. He had transplanted it into laboratory animals, producing the disease conditions resulting in tumor growth. And then he had found the mortal oscillatory rate of the virus and destroyed it with his beam ray instrument under the microscope. But one test remained. Could the beam tube kill the microorganism inside the body of a host? Rife had established annihilation of the virus in vitro, but could it be done in vivo? And further, if it killed the organism, would it cure the disease? Pleomorphists, like Rife, believe that the relationship between a germ and a disease is more complex than a simple cause and effect arrangement. As we have seen, the arrival of a microorganism in a body does not necessarily always come from an external source, but may instead be
So with the successful animal experiments that Rife conducted, then Dr. Johnson convinced him that they should do a trial on humans. And Rife was hesitant at first, but then consented on the condition that a team of medical specialists would be involved. So with Dr. Johnson's supervision and under the auspices of the University of Southern California, they formed a special research committee, and in 1934 they took 16 terminally ill patients and within a period of 3 months successfully treated all of them.
So, as I say, the results we've had has been very encouraging. We had a clinic in 34 in La Jolla. Dr. Milbeck Johnson, a friend of mine, that was in Los Angeles. Well, he was one of the big brass of the Pacific Mutual Life Insurance Company, a multimillionaire. Incidentally, he was a medical politician, and he had the big whip. He could kind of show these boys in shape a little bit. So we had this clinic. I didn't want to go it, but he said, all right, let's go ahead. That was just shortly after Miss Ellen Scripps died out there, and he rented a whole Ellen Scripps home. We ran a clinic out there. We was there 90 days. We actually run a clinic about, I would say 70 days. We did actual clinical work. And first I told him I wanted it done in a legitimate order. I said, I want you to surround on this committee with us a group of 6 of the biggest men you can pick in the United States. I said, you're a politician enough, you can do that. Which he did. He got Fisher of New York, he got Waylon Morrison, he got George Docks of Pasadena, and so on. Then I says, I want as our pathologist, I want Alvin Ford, which is a friend of both of us, of course. Well, he says, good Lord, he says, you've looked at 1,000 tissues to Alvin's one. It don't make any difference. I said, he is the president of the American Association of Pathologists, and I said, I want his name on every one of these cases we treat. Now I said, I want you to organize a special medical research committee under a bona fide university, which we did under the University of Southern California, Dr. Johnson. Well, he carried a weight there too. Why, we did it. We were in the clinic. We got through. We did all the reports, photographs, before and after, this, that, and the other. At the end of the time when we had our meeting, Los Angeles Athletic Club up there, why, this board pronounced 14 of our cases clinically cured.
14 of the 16 patients were successfully treated in the first 70 days, and the remaining 2 were pronounced cured by Dr. James Couch after 3 more weeks treatment with Rife's beam ray. Dr. Couch describes his impressions.
When I was told about this Dr.Royal Rife and how he had a machine out at the Scripps Institute, I went out to see about it and became very much interested in seeing the cases which he had. And the thing that brought me into it more quickly than anything was a man who had a cancer of the stomach. This was a man who staggered into a table just on the vast end of cancer. He was a bag of bones. And as he lay on the bed, Dr. Rife, Dr. Milbank Johnson said, just feel that man's stomach, doctor. So I put my hand on his stomach, which was one solid, hard mass, about just what I could cover with my hand. And it was absolutely solid. And I thought, well, nothing can be done for that. However, they gave him a treatment of the Rife frequencies, and in the course of time, to my astonishment, he completely recovered.
How many times and what was the extent of each treatment, Dr. Rife? Well, we used 3 minutes.